Hello. Hi, Kate. How are you? Welcome to How to Become a Terrible Person, the premium episode. Thank you for spending the $2. We're slowly growing.
Yeah.
We got a nice little, we're starting to get a little, what would you call it? A group? Oh, dude, the people that listen to this podcast, I haven't heard back from Meredith Brooks yet, so very disappointed about that.
So that's not good.
Well, I mean, maybe she just is behind. You know, she's Meredith Brooks.
That's true. She has other things.
She's got other stuff to do. But yeah, no, we have like the most.
She's busy.
We have the most eclectic group of people that listen to this podcast that pay for it. So shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for supporting us. You helped pay for dinners this week in Flagstaff. We spent 3 days in Flagstaff. You got family in town right now.
I do. I have my aunt and my two cousins in from Pennsylvania. They're here until Saturday.
We have a cat right there. Well, before we get into Flagstaff, let's talk about the cat. I get a call at 3:45 in the morning, and my work day at that day started at like 4:30 ish.
Yeah.
And you called me and you were mad.
I was pissed.
So what happened?
So I wake up and I hear this weird noise. Like I'm waking up to this weird noise. It's like this popping sound, like pop, 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 pop. But it's very loud. And I'm just like, what the hell is that? And so I'm like half asleep. And so I get out of bed. I go over and I see that the cat is in our bedroom. And he's kind of standing by like the front, like the door to our bedroom, kind of just like hunched over like a little vulture.
A little creep.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what are you doing? But I see that he has something, but it's completely dark, and I don't have my glasses on, and I'm completely blind without my glasses on or my contacts in, so I can't see anything right now. I just see like a little furry figure, and then that he has something with him, and I hear the popping noise still, and I'm like, okay, it's definitely coming from the cat. Like, what are you doing? And I pick up whatever he has next to him, and I see that it's my brand new fucking Birkenstock that I just bought. It's like the plastic kind of Birkenstock that you wear for like when you're around like the pool and
those
stuff.
are legit. Those are sweet.
And
I like those.
I love them, and I had a white pair that I had, and I had them for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and they just got super gross. And I had replaced them with a teal pair, but the teal pair, for whatever reason, like there was like a defect on them. The buckle broke my second time wearing them.
I remember that.
So I was just like, shit. So then I just went back to wearing the white ones, and I was like, no, I really want to get a new pair. And then so I finally bought a new pair when I was out shopping the other day. And fucking Scott is chewing on my fucking new sandal that I just bought. And I look at it, I turn the light on and I look at it, and there are so many holes on the one strap. And I'm just like, you fucker. And I take the sandal and I just start beating him like on the back with it.
So what was he doing? Just chowing down?
Yeah.
Or was he playing? Or what's he want to do?
He had it like, he was hunched over, but he had it like in between his hands kind of. And he was just chewing on it.
Just chewing on it? Probably felt good.
Just chewing. Just like pop, pop, pop. And I kept hearing that noise and it woke me up. And then I was so pissed because I just bought them. I wore them one time for like maybe like 2 hours to my parents' house. So not even out, not even anywhere important, or like, you know,
right.
Not even to Target or the grocery store. It was literally to my mom's house. So I was just like, what the fuck? So I got really mad at him and I sprayed him. I beat him with the sandal like 5 times. And then at one point...
Beat might be a strong word.
Okay, I didn't beat him. I hit him.
Yeah.
Like I smacked his butt. Like,
yeah.
Just like, because I was just like, what the hell, dude? Like, you have so many toys. You literally have a basket full of toys. You have 2 towers, a house, a teepee, a scratcher. Like, I can't give you any more stuff.
Things. Yeah.
So, yeah. I just got really mad at him. He got scared. He ran away from me at one point. He was hiding under the little chaise part of our couch.
Yeah. Did you spray him too?
He knew not to fuck with me. And then I also put the spray bottle up in the window because I was like, I don't want you up in this window. Like I didn't want him anywhere near me. And I couldn't fall back to sleep. So I literally woke up at like 3:45 that day.
Yeah. Sucks.
And he ruined my sandal.
So yeah, he and then you went to like, so you called me and you were like screaming.
Yeah,
and
I was threatening to get rid of him.
Yeah, and then like I'm at work and my computer's plugged in and my text messages go off in the room. So, like, you just start texting the like insanity, like 7-8 times in a row.
Like a crazy person.
Yeah,
I
my
just,
coworkers are like, dude, do you need to go home? And
psycho, just blowing them up like 4 times in a row.
And then I came home and Scott was totally like,
Everybody's always talking at me.
Scott was sulking around the house like Troy from fucking dancing on a golf course. But no, he was the whole rest of the day. He was just like bummed out.
Good. I mean, not good. I don't want to like make the cat unhappy.
Do you know this song is about eating sandals? Dude, the song rules. I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, he's a dick. For real, though.
So we went to Flagstaff. We'll talk about that. We're done with Troy and High School Musical here for a minute. So we went to Flagstaff. We drove up on Friday, and
Yeah, like Friday morning.
we go up with your cousin. He rents a bike. His family rented a bike. Nice bike, road cycle, probably $4,000.
Originally, he rented the bike because he had signed up for a race in Flagstaff, and that was kind of like the whole reason that we booked the trip to Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Is because he wanted to do this bike race, and we were like, okay, yeah, that'd be fun to go up north and do that for a weekend.
So he gets the bike, and we get to Flagstaff, and the first thing he does is put his clips on his bike, and then put on his outfit.
Yeah, I don't know what he calls it. He has a name
Singlet?
for it.
Is it a singlet?
No.
It's your kit. That's what we used to call it.
Something.
When I used to cycle, you'd be like, oh, this is my kit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He has a name.
So he
but
gets all
anyway.
done up, and he's got the shoes on. He's like, I'll see you guys later. And then we proceed to go around Flagstaff.
Yeah, like we had an Airbnb that was not in downtown, but it was near downtown. So you could walk there in probably like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was a nice walk, and it wasn't hot out.
So we'll get back to the bike ride. We're going to talk about Friday in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Just know that there's a 15-year-old kid on a bike
14-year-old.
just cruising around Flagstaff.
Yeah.
So we go to a number of stores, and the thing I was thinking about Flagstaff is every one of those stores was pretty much the exact same. There were like 4 different types of stores.
Yeah.
There was like your outdoor. There was like your gifts.
There were a lot of outdoor stores.
Like a ton.
Probably at least 6 in that downtown area.
Do you think are that many people like, oh man, I gotta get my climbing gear?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I just couldn't imagine. Anyway, so there's all these stores. I'm looking for a new hat. That's pretty much the only thing I wanted, and I didn't get it. But we go to, let's see, first stop that I remember there being some success, real success, was the candy shop. What's it called? Sweet Shop?
Yeah.
Sweet Shop. And you got a bunch of candy. And I was like, fuck this place. They don't have anything I want. Like, this is garbage. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
None of these candy stores have peanut butter taffy or my little peanut butter bars or there's a couple other things I look for, but nobody's ever got them. So I'm just like, fuck, man. Why am I just... And then the smell of a candy store is almost too much when you first walk in. It's like nauseating. You just get
It's
blasted.
very sweet.
So I told Kate she's getting all her things from behind the counter.
You got a marshmallow. Remember?
Yeah, no. So I was going to say, Kate's getting all her stuff from behind the glass, and they're like picking it up with the tongs. And I'm like, hey, I'll take one of those sprinkle marshmallow things. It's like, that looks fucking okay. That's the first thing I saw in there that looked good. We'll talk about that in a second. But then I'm perusing because there's like 8 of us in the candy shop, and then I see in this bottom shelf of this like display, there's this whole thing of these Atkinson's peanut butter bars, which might be my favorite candy of all time. I haven't seen them in 20 years, at least.
And for those of you who don't know what they are, they taste like the inside of a Butterfinger, kind of.
Yeah, and regardless of how you choose to eat it, whether you just bite it immediately and chew it and swallow it, or you suck on it, either way, it's great. It's a fucking great piece of candy. So I get a bag, and I just start loading up handfuls, not even thinking. But it's like, what, $7 a pound?
It was something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time we left there, we spent like $47
Well,
on
and I told
candy.
you because I saw the receipt and I was like $14 for loose candy.
Bulk candy
And I
or
was like,
whatever they
fuck,
call
man,
it.
that's me. So I felt bad. So I Venmo or Cash Apped you. Then I'm just walking around downtown eating this just pieces of candy after pieces of candy. And you had a bunch of candy.
I also got a caramel apple too, remember?
Yeah. So you ate a lot of the caramel apple.
Yeah, because I got it sliced because I don't like to bite into a caramel apple.
Right.
I don't enjoy that part of a caramel apple. So I always ask them to cut it for me. So I'm like, well, I have to eat it now because if I don't, it's going to turn brown.
Right. So we're snacking. Pretty much now we're going to like the clothes stores. We're going to the jewelry stores, which fuck that jewelry. Yuck. There's something about
I mean, some of it was cute, but a lot of it is like, it's either very outdoorsy or very kind of like hippie.
right, or
So.
that opal thing, right? Turquoise, is that what it is? Not opals.
Turquoise?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. They had that crystal store,
Jesus, did you see the
that
people
big
in there?
crystal store that we never went into.
Yeah.
Like we passed by it probably like 8 times because downtown Flagstaff is not very large. So
When you
all
see-
these stores that we like passed by and went into, we went into multiple times, passed by multiple times.
When you see the same people over and over and
Yeah.
over, there's actually a surprising amount of homeless people in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Considering how much
I
snow
mean-
they get, right? Like, why move to Flagstaff?
But maybe maybe they go up there for the summer. And then they come down like
What, you
Phoenix
take like a
area.
Greyhound?
Phoenix area for
Yeah, with the winter.
winter.
I don't know. So, what's that noise? Oh, cats. Cats are playing. It's fun. No, there was. Well, okay. So there was one homeless guy that we saw who was screaming at a styrofoam cup and was ripping it up, and then he was just walking frantically through downtown, just yelling. I was like, that's a Phoenix homeless guy, right? Then there was like a group of homeless people that you kept seeing over and over, the Wooks. Who
Was that the one who was kind of dressed like Jesus?
Yeah, we had
Okay.
a guy. No, he wasn't dressed. He thought he was Jesus Christ.
Okay.
He had a real. I felt like he was choosing to be homeless. He was one of those guys. Because I felt like there were a lot of homeless people there that were just looking for attention. You know what I mean? Like it was part of a bit. Like
I
a
mean,
long
I feel
bit.
like they just make me uncomfortable, so I just pay as little attention to them as possible. But I definitely did notice the Jesus guy because we saw him more than once.
Yeah, and he tried to
was-
talk to us.
Yeah,
and,
I feel like he was trying to talk to me and you specifically.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't want to get in a fight.
And then I moved over to I moved further down the sidewalk.
I was like, I don't want to yell at this guy. And then we see him, and he's just sitting at a table with a typewriter with no paper.
Yeah, there was literally no paper.
Just
I
tick, tick,
noticed
tick,
that.
tick, tick,
And
tick.
my dad also noticed it too, which I thought was pretty funny.
I think he was in it for the attention. I think he
Yeah,
likes the
he
way
was
it
just
feels.
sitting there at a table, like in the downtown little square area. Yeah, with no paper in his typewriter.
He was one of those,
Yeah.
right? Big time.
Like, what are you writing?
So now we've gone to all the stores. We've done all that stuff. We've seen all the homeless people. There's a couple bands playing, which ruled. Like, just around town, there'd be like a...
they're just set up outside.
And they were playing like old rock and roll music because it was a bunch of old dudes. There's the one lady in the mix too, I think, bass player. So we're seeing all these things and all these people, and I decided I'm going to reach this bag. I'm going to have this marshmallow sprinkle treat. And I was really excited about it. I was saving it. I was like, I'm going to save it until I get home. But then I was like, well, I'm getting a little famished, and I can't eat any more peanut butter bars. So I get it out, and I think it's just marshmallow rolled in sprinkles.
Uh-huh.
But then when I take a bite into it, it's a marshmallow covered in white chocolate
Yeah.
and sprinkles.
Yeah.
And I, out of politeness, walked with it for about, 20 minutes. Just in my hand. I took one bite out of it. And I was like, it feels like judgy if I just take one bite and go, I didn't know white chocolate was on here, and throw it away. So it's like I'll save it and I'll take a couple bites throughout the walk. I took another bite. I was like, this is fucking terrible. Who likes white chocolate? People who like white chocolate are monsters.
It's not real chocolate.
What is it?
It's just basically sugar and cream mixed together and melted. Yeah, it has no actual like cocoa in it, which is what makes it chocolate.
It's just cocoa and bleach and milk.
No, it's just cream and sugar basically.
So I throw that away. I'm like, fuck this. We see the homeless guy again. He walks by us.
I remember I asked you, I was like, how is that? And you're
Eh.
like, the white chocolate's a lot.
Yeah, it's so. I don't know if it's rich. Is that
So
the
you
word?
only had like 2 bites of it?
Yeah, and threw it away. And then we get to a train track, and there's a whole discussion about where we should stand that's appropriate for the train track.
Oh, yeah, my mom's yelling at us because we're standing. There's a train passing by. There's 2 trains, actually. And I'm standing over the line where it was like, please stand here, or please stop here, or whatever.
Because in case debris or something would fly off, it
Yeah.
wouldn't kill you.
Yeah.
But we were like, fuck this. I want to get as close to the train as possible.
Yeah, I want
I
to
think
be
it was
up close and personal.
They were
with shit.
flying. It was the double decker.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
Just ripping through the city.
I liked them. That's why I wanted to be close to them. And my mom's back there yelling at me like, oh, stand behind the line.
I did imagine what it would be like if I tried to throw myself in between the wheels while we were standing there. And you would run up to it and then you'd be like, do I really want to do this?
Well, I feel like if you hesitate, then you're not going to do it.
Oh, but imagine the commitment. That first, when it hits you the first time, done. Just over. No, so we stand there, and your mom was like, yeah, stand behind the lines. We did, and then we jumped over the line again. Just not happy. Not happy. And then we go to a restaurant, and it's like a 2-hour wait. And we're like, no.
That's not going to work for us. We're all
And then
hungry.
we go to another restaurant, and there's something on the menu that got a bad review. So Caitlin's like, nope, we're not going here. And then we go to another restaurant, and there's somebody doesn't like that.
That was on Saturday. though.
I'm combining things.
Okay.
Yeah, for sake, because I don't want to stay on Flagstaff for the whole episode.
Gotcha.
But it was like every restaurant there was some
There was like too long of a wait. The service was bad, or
the menu had such a small.
offering that it
Or
was like,
no, it was like there was some issue that just was like, ugh. Every place we went, like,
Yeah.
But it was always something tiny.
Yeah, but it always made me like, I don't want to eat here.
And then Kate would be like,
And then that one place that we went to, that Diablo Burger or whatever, I was fine with eating there. But then my mom's like, well, they don't have like cocktail drinks.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was like in that main square area.
I thought we didn't go to Diablo because there was one in the valley.
No.
And everybody was like, why would we go here?
No, that was that Maddie G's place that I was complaining about.
Yeah, that place was weird. So,
We finally find a place. It's like this Flagstaff brewery.
great. I had a chicken pot pie. You had.
Or no. That we found this place. Actually, no, it was. I forget what it was called. Annex Brewery or something. I think it was Annex Brewery.
Yeah.
Actually. But yeah, and we sat outside on this huge patio. It's pretty cool.
Very bright.
Yes.
We sat right in the sun. They sat us literally.
Directly in the setting sun.
So we have dinner. We pay. Whatever. And since it's probably been 4 hours since we got to
downtown Flagstaff. Yeah. I would
been
say
about
so.
4 hours. We're all exhausted.
Yeah, and then we're, gonna make our way back to the
Yeah,
Airbnb,
we're
but it's about 20-minute walk.
It's a 20-minute walk, and we're starting to cruise, and then we just see your cousin,
Yeah.
who left on a bike ride 4 hours ago.
Yeah, and he's there, like, in his little bike getup.
And we're
with
like,
his
oh,
bicycle,
cool.
and
We were
we're
like, shit,
hey,
he met us
Drew.
down here. This is sick. And then we get a little closer. And he's got a couple
Yeah, like his eyes are really
little
red. and-
red and watery. You're like,
and we're like, oh.
and then he's talking.
Something's wrong.
He's talking to 2 old people
Yeah.
who I think were like, here we go.
Oh my God.
We're
great.
gonna traffic this
No.
cyclist.
No, I think they were trying to get a hold
Yeah,
of
it seemed
his
like they were
family.
trying to help. So, but his phone died,
Yeah.
and so your aunt couldn't find him anywhere, and then he's just flying around Flagstaff, not sure where he is. But it's one of those things where he's close enough, but it's like you don't know because
Yeah,
there's
you
so
don't
many
know
blocks.
exactly where it is, and also like a lot of the houses look similar, so you're just like, well, shoot, I don't know.
Yeah. So we see him, and he's freaked out.
Yeah, and then he sees us, and he's like,
"Oh, God."
and he's talking to these two strangers, and I hear him say, "Oh my God," like just like a very relieved, like holy shit. And apparently, yeah, his phone had died, so he was lost, and he's from Pennsylvania, so he's not even from Arizona.
He's like twice removed from
So he's,
whatever he knows. Yeah.
like Grant said, on a vacation, and so he has, pretty much no idea where he is. So I'm sure that was very scary for him.
Have you ever got lost on vacation before?
I have gotten lost on vacation, but I've always been like with a friend or something, so I haven't felt like too scared.
I got lost in Pompano Beach, Florida, with a girl I was dating. We were driving her mom's minivan, and we were going to a concert, and it was pre-GPS. It's nothing.
So you just had like MapQuest.
No,
printed
literally,
out
like,
directions.
yeah, I wrote down directions. So
I remember printing out MapQuest.
yeah, it was the worst. I think we probably printed it or we just wrote it down. But the thing is then you have a detour, you have some issue that comes up, and you're like, fuck, man, what do I do now? So the concert's at like 6, or like Doors or whatever. The opening band starts at 6, whatever, 7 maybe, but it stays brighter there. It's 7:05, 7, whatever. We realize we don't know where we're going. 8 o'clock rolls around. And it's still, I remember it being kind of, the sun wasn't totally down, but it was getting like the twilight thing. Mm-hmm. And we're just fucking screaming at each other. And mind you, she's 16. I was 25. No, I'm just kidding. I was
probably though.
No, I was
Grant's into that.
No, I was like 17, and she was like 16. Yeah, I want to say that was it. And so we like, I don't know, we've never had this stress before, because we're like, not only can we not get to the concert, we don't know where like we're staying after this. You know what I mean? Like, we know how do we get back to the house we're at? Because we don't have any like bearing on where we are. So we're just yelling at each other, getting in this fight. And Zwan, the band we were about to see, probably I think started, their set was at 8:30 or something. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm just flying through these neighborhoods, and I run a stop sign and almost hit a kid on a bike.
Jesus.
Like a foot away from killing a kid on a bicycle.
Scary.
And then after that, like, I drove far enough away that the kid couldn't catch up, because I was like, this kid's pissed, man. Because it was like he was just cruising. I was wow. So yeah, and then like I remember we stopped, and I was like, we need to reassess. Like, let's take a minute and breathe here, because we almost just killed somebody. And literally, as we're saying that, as we're having this thought, the venue is like right in front of us, and we're like, fuck. We were here, like, I almost killed a kid a block away from the venue that we were going to see the band in. Not fun.
Well, I'm glad you finally made it there without killing any children.
So, yeah, so we went to Flagstaff, and we did all this stuff. I would say the pooping situation was interesting, because we had 7 people. Was that what it was?
7 or 8.
Yeah, so, and we didn't, probably 8. And we didn't know, because, like, there was a back room where your parents were, then there was a other room where your aunt and your grandma were, and they both had bathrooms. And then there was a public bathroom in the center, but it was you and I, and then
Drew and I,
your cousins.
2 cousins.
So, but everybody was using the center bathroom. And I was like, fuck, man, what if... So, like, my thing was, I was just trying to eat clean. I wasn't trying to have a lot of fiber, beans, anything that would make me gassy. We ordered Brussels sprouts. The table ordered Brussels sprouts. I didn't have any, because I was like, I don't want to.
And Grant was like, you can't have any, Kate.
Well, Kate would throw up. And Kate did throw up that night.
I did.
Yeah, Kate threw up and was sick.
So it doesn't even matter. I could have eaten the Brussels sprouts.
Right. So I'm just thinking, how am I going to poop in this house? Because also, too, it's like sometimes poop it doesn't smell that bad. But then sometimes it's just like, Jesus Christ, like somebody dying here? And I felt like just because of traveling, I was going to be the latter, more of somebody dying in there. And so I didn't.
Just like eating, out for every meal.
And I didn't go to the bathroom until I pooped. I pooped at like a shop. I snuck into somebody's bathroom and tore it up. And then I didn't poop again until everybody went to bed. So everybody was asleep, and I snuck in the bathroom. I was like,
What time?
It was late.
No, you pooped that one time when you sprayed the bath mat.
Oh, yeah, I did that. Did that for sure. I brought my body mist, sprayed the room. So it smelled like at the beach and shit. Just
Poop on the beach. Anyways, yeah, what time did you back to you went poop when we were all asleep? What time did you wake up to go poop?
I mean, I didn't wake up. I just was like, oh, I gotta go poop. I just like my body woke myself up.
So you did wake up.
Yeah. But it was
Okay,
just in the
so
middle
what
of
time was
I don't
it?
know, it was just the middle, like we didn't have I didn't have any bearing of time.
Isn't that the worst when you're woken up because you have to poop
Yeah.
by a poop cramp?
No, this was just like kind of easing me.
Oh, because I've woken up where I'm just like, where it's like that, like really sharp shooting, like cramp where you're like, oh my God, what's happening to me? And then you go to the bathroom and you like have to basically empty your insides into the toilet.
That almost,
all of them.
That I had that feeling today, this morning when I was getting up, and I sit down to go, and in the morning I kind of leave the door cracked open a bit, just because it's Awesome's room, and like the bathroom, you know, she can just walk in and be like, hey, because cats like to do that. So today she does the fucking like beast mode, just breaks in the door, flips it open, and I'm mid poop. And so I'm just looking into the other people's apartment, just like, oh, hey. But it was 3:45 in the morning, so I'm not too mad. I just flipped the door shut. Then I hear her go to her litter box, and I hear the scratch. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. She's got a poop. She came in and was like, oh, man, I should probably do that. So then I hear, which what I know that means is she's going to puke.
Oh.
Because she ate her food too goddamn fast. So she is literally pooping and throwing up while I'm pooping. And I'm just like,
oh my God.
What a nightmare. And and then the door shut again, cracked. And then after I hear, you know, so she threw up and just went back to pooping. And then she just like,
Did
boom!
she throw up in her litter box?
No. She threw up outside, but she was in her litter box when she threw up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then she beast modes into the bathroom again. I was like, "What's up?" She was like, "Hey, are you gonna feed me again? Because something happened. I don't know what."
I'm hungry again.
So I'm starving. So that happened this morning. R.I.P. Awesome is now dead. Poor girl. I wrote down Pussy, Texas. That'd just be a funny place to be from.
Oh. It would be.
Hi, my name's Alan, and I'm originally from Pussy, Texas. Let's see here. Are you excited for your movie, Kate?
I am, but I've also heard that it's over 2 hours long, so I'm just like hoping I don't fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm going to be in bed by the time you get back.
You probably will.
Oh, we went on a hike and it started raining. We got caught in the rain.
Yeah, like
Pina colada style.
a lot of rain.
A lot of rain. And there was a dude. So we went on we tried to go on 5 hikes. And every time we went somewhere, it was closed down because there's apparently a fire happening.
Fire in the area.
Fire. And so we got to the 5th spot, and it was a crazy driveway. Out of control, just nuts. How many big holes and stuff to get to the parking area. So we get there, we park, it starts raining, nobody gets out. And it's your dad and I, and we're just standing in the rain under a tree. I'm like, this isn't bad. And then it clears up, we go on this hike. Mid-hike, it starts pouring, right?
Yeah.
But before we left on the hike, we saw this guy parked in a van. A total rape van, right?
Yeah.
Not to trigger anyone with using that word, but that's the only way to describe what was happening. Dude was, how old? 60?
Yeah, and he had a 10 passenger van.
That was just
White.
paneled. Yeah, no no windows, nothing. And he's just sitting in the middle of the woods. And we're like, oh, okay.
And when you looked at him, he didn't smile or anything at first. He just had a straight expression.
Well, your dad and I made friends with him.
Well, yeah, I know.
We were.
But at first, he just seemed like.
He was like, "You guys want to come
creepy.
hang out in my van?" He's like, "I'm not
I
gonna
wanna
kill. Don't
skin
worry,
you
I'm not gonna
alive."
kill you or anything." Oh man, I watched Eyes Wide Shut this week. You ever seen that?
No.
It's fucking sick. It's based on a German book that came out like the 40s about this guy who his wife tells him that she's been fantasizing about other men.
Uh-huh.
And then he is, for some reason, he starts to go to all these means to like be like, well, if she's doing that, I'm going to do this. And he goes to he gets invited to this party, and it's like one of these robes and creepy mask parties where they're all doing it. And then they basically pick him out, and they're like, you don't belong here. And then they try and kill him.
Even though he's wearing a mask and a robe?
Well, yeah, because his like robe is the wrong color. They all have these specific robes. And dude, it's such a fucking badass movie. It's called Eyes Wide Shut, directed by Stanley Kubrick. It's like Stanley Kubrick's last movie. Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of people in it that you recognize, but it's just such a good movie. I watched that. It was pretty fun. Sorry.
What's that noise?
It's the bed.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So I guess we'll talk about this and then we'll wrap it. We'll be better next week. By the way, we'll have longer episodes. Promise. Just had a crazy couple weeks. I wish I could talk about some of it, but I can't. I cannot. So Jerome, we went to this place called Jerome, which is, how would you describe it?
It's an old ghost town that's like built on a mountain.
It's a hill. Yeah, it's like a mountain.
Hill.
It's very. It weirdly, the way the city is built feels very European to me, because it's like built up through.
Yeah.
Like it weaves up on
It
itself.
goes up. Yeah.
Really tight turns, small roads, but there's just shit like. But
No public parking.
Yeah. So we get up there. We're driving a truck, and again, it's the same shops. It's the same 4 shops that Flagstaff had, except now there's like a lot more ghost shit because it's haunted. Everything in Jerome is haunted.
Yeah.
We end up. Was that where we walked around for like an hour trying to figure out where to have lunch or where to eat? Or was that Saturday night? I think it was
That was Saturday night. But, I mean, we also walked around. We went to that one place, and they said it was going to be over an hour.
And, here's the thing, is Flagstaff, because the fire was dead all weekend. So it was great. I mean, like, honestly, that one place was probably the only place that had, like, a substantial wait in Flagstaff. Yeah. But we get to Jerome, and it's Father's Day. And it's just like...
everyone from the surrounding towns or whatever was coming up to
Jerome. To the big city to have lunch.
Like Father's Day lunch.
And the great food. Like the food there was awesome. We had barbecue. It was awesome. Really delicious. I don't remember what the place was called, but
Bobby D's or something like that.
Shout out to Bonnie, our waitress.
Bonnie.
Bobby D's. Anyway, so
I thought yeah.
Yeah, I had an Arizona cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Just brisket inside a cheesecake inside a hoagie. No, it was basically a Philly cheesesteak. I don't know what the difference was, except it was made with
like
brisket.
Green chilies on it, right?
Is that it?
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Brisket was awesome.
It had brisket and green chili instead of like steak or steakums and.
So we're all full and fat from barbecue. And we're like, let's get home. So we got, about a 90-minute, 2-hour drive left from Jerome.
Yeah,
before we
it's
get
about
back
like an hour and a half-ish.
So we get up to the parking lot, which parking there is such a pain in the ass. There's no parking.
Yeah, and it was hard to find a parking spot to begin with.
And if you do, like there's like parking spots where you have to like straddle a hole. Like when your car's like tilted sideways because of just how the city's constructed.
Yeah.
And they're all dirt parking lots. So we get back up to the car, get everybody loaded in, and the car that I'm in has you, your cousin, and your dad and myself. And we get up this thing, but we got to really push to get up this embankment.
And we're in a truck.
Yeah, we're in a truck, and we had to work hard. And behind us is your mom's sick fucking Mazda, which is, I don't even know what, it's like the Mazda sedan. Rad car. Really nice car.
Yeah, but it has all-wheel drive.
And it's a powerful car.
Yeah.
So she's behind us, and we get down a little ways, and all of a sudden I don't see their car following us, and I'm thinking to myself, Man, I remember having a sedan and trying to get up hills like this sometimes, and you had to like run. You get like a running start. And then we see there's people just standing up.
Like kind of blocking the entrance/exit to the parking lot.
So you couldn't get like that
And
blast
they're
off.
just like looking off into the distance. I'm not really sure at what. They just kind of looked stupid.
Yeah, they were the typical Jerome tourist types. They had a dog.
Yeah, they were probably like,
Hipster.
I don't know, 20.
Yeah, and they were like, we're just going to stand in the way.
And just,
So-
just completely oblivious and dumb.
I don't see your mom's car anywhere. And then I get out of the car because I'm like, man, they might need a push.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out of the car and I just run back there. And sure enough, it looks like they need a push. They're stuck. And those 3 millennials are just standing there with their dog, just observing.
Yeah.
And so I get behind the car because I'm like, well, I can give it some push. I got a little bit of traction. And I get behind the car, and your mom's got the door open, and your aunt's driving. And she was like, we'll put it in park. And so your aunt's like, okay, I put it in park. And then she takes her foot, she gets up to get out of the car to switch with your mom, and the car just rolls back. And I'm pushing at this point, and it's uphill. It's like graded. And I was like, fuck. Oh, shit. I slid for a bit, like whatever, just for like a little split second. But it was like the brake wasn't engaged, but it was. So I'm like just freaking out.
Like, but they're like literally at, I don't know, what would you call that angle?
I mean, I don't even know. I'm not good with angles. It was like a graded.
It was almost straight up and down.
Very steep.
Like.
And I'm thinking I can push this car up. I'm so strong. Basically a fireman, veteran, no big deal. Not either one of those things. But I tried and I slid back for a second and everybody was like, oh, fuck. Because if that brake wouldn't have been like kicked on, that car would have either rolled into like 4 or 5 other cars or it would have rolled down.
Run over you?
Yeah, it would have definitely run over me. But it would have, it was very, very hairy situation.
Yeah, it was scary. And I got out of the car and I like ran over to them just to see, if they needed any assistance.
And then ended up having to just fucking gun it to get up the hill.
It. But I wanted to say something to the millennials. Not the millennials. I think they were more like Gen Zers. But I wanted to say something to the people blocking the entryway, but I didn't.
Yeah, and literally I was
everyone.
thinking of all the ways to die in a ghost town. Being run over by a 2021 Mazda was not like, I'm like, fuck, dude. Grant was killed in Jerome by a ghost? You're like, no.
No. He got ran over by my mom's car.
Dude.
Well, nobody was in the driver's seat.
Yeah, the ghost was driving. That's it. Grant was killed by a ghost. The ghost was driving a Mazda. 910-557-2871. These 2 episodes have been shorter and less funny than previous episodes, I think. But what are you gonna do? Sorry, guys.
We said we were giving 3, so
3 what?
episodes per month.
Well, yeah. So this one doesn't count.
So this one doesn't count anyways.
Yeah.
You can't hold it against us.
Yeah, it is true. We are technically, we've been at it for 3 months with the thing, and we've gotten. So we have a whole month we could take off because we've given 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So
you're welcome.
yeah. So you're welcome. We're gonna start phoning it in now. You got anything, Kate?
No.
Okay. All right. 910-557-2871. Thank you for subscribing. I'm probably going to do some extra episodes on the premium soon. I want to do a little sleep project. I'm also, My Funeral Home Stories is
Like you're
coming
going to
back.
lull people to sleep.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Hopefully. And My Funeral Home Stories is coming back July-ish. In that month. That's what I'm planning on. There's a fuck ton of shit I got to do in July, so we'll see. 910-557-2871. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
I'm in a war. I fight my history. It's hard to ignore the thing that used to be. You look at me now, but I wonder if you see that that I'm swimming in the past, and you're waiting patiently. You heard it all before. It isn't you, it's me. When I